All right. Well, how you doing, man?
Doing good, man. It was 69 and sunny today, which is well above normal for Chicago. So, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you were at the same temp today, right?
I was at 68, 69. It's supposed to be like this all week. It's supposed to be like 73 in like 3 days.
Oh, nice. Well, it's Tuesday today, and I think next week, Monday or Tuesday, it's supposed to snow. So, that's how it is this time of year. You just get a little bit of everything.
Just a little taste of the glory.
Yeah, yeah.
What'd you do today, man?
Well, I hit to work.
Okay.
But after work, went to the park with the kids, rode my bike with the trailer, put my daughter in there, and we went to this park not far away that she likes to go to.
One of those like bicycle trailers.
Yeah, in the back, you tow
Awesome.
behind. And dude,
Yeah.
it was gusty as hell today. Things like a parachute, man. 30-mile-an-hour winds. I'm pedaling. Dude, you got a
Oh
parachute
man.
behind you. That's what it is. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
But
So,
she's loving it. She's
yeah. Oh,
loving it.
yeah. Yeah.
Cool,
How
man.
about you?
Um, Woke up, kind of started late. Today's my day off. Started a little late. Started around lunchtime because my wife's brother was over. We were kind of hanging 10 with him for a little bit before him and my wife took off to go buy a bunch of plants. I'm gonna go plant shopping. And then I started. As you can see, I have space again.
Yeah.
I have
Trike's gone.
space back. Yep, Trike's gone. The 750's gone. So I'm going through a Honda Magna V4 valve adjustment or valve check right now on the membership. So I actually shot some videos, which I'm excited about.
Oh, okay.
So I shot video on that today. Might need to pull one of the cams, which is very surprising because it's got like 2,800 miles on this thing, and the intakes are tight. Dude. They're like supposed to be like 6,000s. They're like 4, so they're real tight, but to be determined. But yeah, I started doing a video on that, and then I shot some intro video. So for the series, we're gonna do on a 350. So I kind of shot a video on like bringing it up to date, like this is where we're at right now, and then I have all the content I have to go through to start putting some videos out for that, so I can bring everybody up to speed at where the 350 is at, where the 350 is at right now, and then we'll kind of hit the ground running and start shooting from there. So
Nice.
did all that, helped my wife once she came home, helped her plant some pots and plants, actually. Pots and plants.
Cool. What about that? What's that first bike we're
This
looking at?
one.
Yeah.
So after this one, after we get that one started and start making some moves, this is what I'm also working on. This is a KZ400. So it's already got like, when I got this bike, this is pretty much what it looked like, believe it or not. But no headlight, no. So I got like new fresh bars on it, got some new controls on it. I'm deciding if I want to run like an old school like 80s rectangle front headlight, or if I want to do like the newer modern looking double eye. People are putting all different types of lights on them, so I'm
Sure.
trying to kind of decide with that. I'm gonna put, this is a fender off of another bike. I'm gonna cut this out and make it look kind of tracky. But this is just another, I got nice VM carbs on this one too. So I'm building that for someone else.
Nice.
So that's the little tracker I'm also building with it. So 2 trackers in the bunch. But yeah, so I'll actually be doing content on that too, hopefully.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, did you get that package?
Bro. Was yours cool enough to come in an AMSOIL box?
No, I just got a brown box.
So this was in the fridge, right? I just put it right in the fridge.
Yeah, same
Jackie
here.
was like, "Hey, I want to play a game." I was like, "What's the game?" She's like, "Why is there oil in the fridge?" It says V twin oil change on it.
Nice. Yeah. So this is from Paul
From Paul
in Missouri. Is that Missouri? Yeah. MO,
Yeah.
Missouri.
Or Montana.
I don't know. It's from MO, wherever that is.
Are we that bad?
What state? Yeah. Dude,
What's Michigan?
MI.
Okay.
Are you
Maybe
Googling
Montana's
it right
MT.
now? So it's got to be Missouri, right?
This is embarrassing.
Come on, you watch the Ozarks, man.
Dude.
The Ozark.
M-O. State. Missouri. Yeah, dude.
All right, cool.
You got it. You nailed it.
All right, so Paul from Missouri mailed us beer.
Nailed it.
Let's open this up, man.
Let's do it. I think you said it was the same beer. So
it better be cold, man. It was in there for 2 days.
Yeah. Mine was just in here for about 6, so there's a chance that it might not be. But let's. We're doing one of those unboxing videos that are super popular on YouTube. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Dude, we got like a mix 6.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, mine's cold.
Yeah, mine's definitely cold, so this is awesome.
Dude, what an amazing present to open. Let's see, we got some Boulevard Tank 7 American Saison, the Cullen Double IPA, the 6th glass. It's a quadruple. There you, dude. That's gonna be a heavy hitter.
Oh my god, man.
10-2. Dude, quads are brutal.
I don't think I've ever had a quad.
Oh man, it's like a fine aged wine. Munich style brown lager. That sounds good. And we got the pale ale R original from so this is all from Boulevard. Yeah, Boulevard, and then they got this can, Belgian style Abbey Ale. That's probably gonna be really good. This probably be my favorite one.
All right. So what do you want to drink, man? We'll do it together.
Oh man.
It's tough, huh?
What are you in the mood for? Or do you not care?
I don't care.
All right, let's hit up this can.
All right.
The Belgian style Abbey Ale. Unless you want to do the quad and we can just go straight for it. Wait, you've never had a quad, so let's do that one.
Let's do the quad.
Yeah. Shoot. Biting into my wood. Success. Paul.
This is what I do.
Nice. I gotta learn that trick. I just find something hard and bang it.
Dude, Paul, thank you.
Oh yeah. Lots of flavor, dude. Lots of flavor. Good. Yeah. Paul Jenkins coming to us with some care packages. medical care packages.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to open that for days now, man. I just waited a week.
Oh man, that's good. It's just sometimes it's like the 10-2 is a lot. Like that's a lot. Like that's like a bottle of wine almost.
Yeah.
So the triples are a little bit less. Usually they're like 7. You can get some low grade, but the taste of it is what's so unique.
Yeah. No, that's really good.
Cool, man. Paul, again, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
If you guys want to send us beer to try from your local town, we'd be more than happy to take it. You know?
Just hit us up at askbrokenmoto@gmail.com. We'll respond with our addresses.
Yeah.
And this is kind of cool because I don't even have to leave my house, dude. I just
it was cool.
Just shove boxes in my fridge. So you're a professional mechanic. You went to MMI and you got a degree, right? You got it on the wall somewhere, right? Well,
somewhere. Yeah.
I think I can do one better. What? You ready for this?
Yes.
This is from my buddy.
Old Ichiban. Bring it in close. I can't read the first part of it.
It says it's from the International Certified Motorcycle Builders Association. Certified industry hero.
Oh, dude, that is so cool.
It's from Ichiban and he framed it.
That is, dude, what a guy.
And
that is cool.
He gave me 5 out of 5 stickers. And
yeah, because he's local to you, right?
Yeah. So I had to go pick up some turbo parts. He's like, dude, I got some stuff for you for your build. He told me like a year ago.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, I'm ready to start mocking this stuff up. Can I come by and pick it up? He's like, yeah, sure. So let me show you what he gave me.
Ooh.
So this is air to water or water to air intercooler.
Wow.
So the blue pipes take from your turbo to your engine, and this here passes water to cool the charge.
Where does that go?
Somewhere in the engine bay. So I'm going to stick it like in front of the pulleys.
So that sends, it cools the air?
Yes. So it
cools the exhaust air. I got you.
No, intake air.
Intake air. Okay.
So
the exhaust, the air going into the turbo is coming from the exhaust, isn't it?
So this is compressed air from the turbo, which is hot.
Okay.
Because when you compress air, it gets hot, right?
Yep.
And this core in here will cool the charge down, and then this goes into the engine, to the throttle body.
That's
so
sweet,
the air will be more dense,
Yeah. Dude, that's really cool. He just had that laying around?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the water that passes through there goes to this heat exchanger, which I got to mount in the grill in the front.
Cool. Helps cool it down even more.
So a little radiator to try to get the air close to ambient as possible,
Yeah. And he just had that stuff.
Yeah. So he used to be, I guess he was into like turbo stuff.
Okay.
And all kinds of stuff. And he's like, dude, I have this. It's brand new. You could have it. That heat exchanger is from a Mustang Cobra or supercharged Mustang something or other.
Mm-hmm.
And then this intercooler is good for like 600 horsepower.
Okay.
So that's awesome.
Yeah, that's really awesome.
Yeah.
Is he still putting videos out?
He hasn't in a while.
Yeah, he's slowed down a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of like me. Cool. Really cool. What do you rate this beer? It's a different style.
Yeah. It's up there.
Yeah.
7.
Okay.
I mean 8.
Yeah.
I'd have to.
I was gonna go 7.4.
Okay.
7.4.
It's I'd have to have a couple of them to give it my true rating.
I'm sure. There's a couple of them. I mean, fine.
Yeah. And then if we have time, I want to read you a bedtime story.
Okay. The Owl and the Pussycat?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh man.
That works for me.
I'll wait till after you finish that quad and maybe a few others.
Well, let's fire it up.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? It's Cody from MotorcycleMD and Matt from How To Motorcycle Repair. And welcome to episode 31 of the Broken Moto Show. This is a collaboration that we do to get together, drink beer, and talk about motorcycles, motors, and things that maybe go fast. And we try to tackle some questions that you guys have. Now, this show lives and dies off of your questions. So if you're watching this for the first time and you have just the smallest, tiniest question, send it in. You know, because we read every email and we want to continue this show, and we need you guys to keep this thing running. And yeah, so we just answer. We try to help with your guys' questions. I wouldn't say that we answer them every time correctly, but we try to give you guys some insight from two different backgrounds when it comes to motorcycles and small motors and stuff. So Matt, what is the email that they need to send in questions?
That email is askbrokenmoto@gmail.com. Your make and model, mileage, pictures, videos. You guys definitely know the million rules by now. So
Yeah,
send that stuff in, and our inbox is empty right now. So
it is.
please send some stuff in. And I know with spring right around the corner, it's going to get slammed.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
But that's okay.
Cool, man. Very cool. So we have a couple questions to move through. Question 1.
Are we answering the trivia question first?
Oh yeah.
I think it was mine.
Oh
right?
yeah. What was it?
So the question was, what's the fastest production bike you can buy? I think.
Okay.
The answer is the Dodge Tomahawk.
Tomahawk.
Yeah. I think it has the Viper motor in it.
Okay. Yeah, that's that's funny because that's like a sister question to the bike that I had posed a question about saying what car company also made a motorcycle, and it was Dodge.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you just like hit a home run with backing it up with this fastest bike. And I think you're totally right.
They claim that thing can go 300 or 400 miles an hour. And I'm just like, what? I don't know if I believe that. And I don't think anyone has done it.
Right.
That would be insane.
Right.
Yeah. It's just a crazy ass motorcycle, man.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Dude, so I completely forgot to grab a trivia question.
Okay. Well, I got one.
Sweet. Hit it up.
All right. Harley's first motorcycle.
Mm.
What did they use for a carburetor? It was makeshift. What did they use to construct and build a carburetor?
That's a great question. I have no idea. Cool.
So, there you go.
All right. Answer it in the comments below, guys. Let us know what your answer is. So, let's fire this up.
All right. Let me get the first question.
Go ahead.
All right. Hello, guys. My name is Renzo. I'm from New York. Love the channel. I'm building an 02 Kawasaki ZR750, and the stock wiring makes the headlight only come on when it is running. Is there a way to bypass the circuit and have it turn on when key on? I have a nice LED headlight, and I would like them to only come on with the rest of the lights when the key is on and bike off. Thank you, guys. Cheers. I have attached some pictures. So I can share the pictures in a second here, and we can just go over it together. But to answer his question, I'm assuming this motorcycle, this model has some kind of ECU or PCM or whatever that turns the relay on for this light, correct?
Right.
So what he needs to do is get rid of that trigger wire from the ECU and then take a trigger from an ignition source, a 12-volt switched source.
Right. What he has to watch out for also is they probably leave it off until the starter buttons hit.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's got
to be a way to like cut it and then cut, and it's because the idea is to use as much power as possible to start the bike. So like a lot of Hondas, people will have headlight problems, could be cutting it goes back to the starter button, because the starter button that is designed to kill the switch to the headlight or kill power to the headlight so that the starter can use whatever it can. And then as soon as you release the starter button, the headlight comes back on. And sometimes you can see some headlight problems with the starter button. So if, but he's running a LED light is not going to be too much power, you know.
Right.
So it might not make too big of a difference, but that's just something to think about as well. Is yeah, but you're totally right. You just run into a 12 volt source. If it has a relay, like a headlight relay, I'm wondering how he would run it back to the relay. So the relay would probably have a signal wire from the ECU, right?
Right.
Like the switch wire, which is going to be hard to. A lot of times schematics won't point that kind of stuff out. Like this wire here is the headlight wire. It would just like go into the ECU and you're like, well, I don't know what it does in there. And
Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying.
you know what I mean? So he'd have to find on your wiring schematic find the relay, right?
Right.
And then figure out by tracing back which one is going to be the signal, which is probably, like you said, it could go to the ECU. And like literally just trace out where it goes, find where the other ones go and say, okay, if one goes straight to the headlight, it's probably not that one. If one goes to the starter switch or one goes to the low beam switch, it's probably not that one. You know, there should be like 4 wires total maybe for the relay. But once you cut that switch wire, it's not going to come on at all, because the ECU is telling it to come on once the ECU gets a signal from somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that could be like from a pulsar signal from the coil. Like it could be from anything. So once you take that wire out of the mix, the headlight's probably not going to come on at all. So I'm wondering if you can take that wire that's supposed to go to the ECU and just 12 volt power that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So instead of that wire waiting for the ECU to say, okay, go ahead and shut on, you take that same wire and say, okay, I'll run it off of the, like you said, the ignition switch, which are going to be some pretty thick wires, but that's what you want. So
Yeah. I mean, or you can completely abandon the stock wiring and wire in all new stuff.
Yeah.
And depending on this LED and how many watts it consumes, can you do it with straight wiring? Yeah. Maybe no relay is needed. You know, I don't know about LEDs nowadays for headlights. Right. I don't know. I mean,
the relay helps it not flicker.
Yeah, or you're not sending a lot of current through your high and low switches, through the switches. You're going straight to the bulb.
Right.
So, but given that it's LED, it's probably a third of what was in there. So it might be okay. I don't know, but just something to consider.
Absolutely. You got some pictures for us?
Oh yeah. Give me a second here.
Why do you think he wants to have the light come on?
He said because all his other LED stuff is on. So I guess he just wants it consistent.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm a little slow here.
It's all good, man.
God damn it.
Blame it on the quad.
Yeah, I already finished it, man. You ready for another one?
No.
All right.
No.
All right. You can see my screen now.
Oh, wow. You got it apart.
All right. Hold on. All right. So this is before. All right. This is before. Let's see what else he's got here. So that's him. Awesome. And he's got a KX250, dude. It looks like a 99 to 02 model given by the rear rotor. So I got one of these.
I digs it.
Nice.
Oh, is that the same bike?
The one behind me is an 05.
No, his bike, the one he's standing beside.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so there it is.
Wow.
So he's got LEDs everywhere, as you can see, and he just wants to, you know, I think that's it. Is that it?
Go back to the other one.
All right. Can you see it?
Yeah.
All right.
So that was when he was doing the work on it.
Yeah. So this is stock headlight.
Yep.
We don't have a view of the new headlight.
Right.
What picture do you want to see?
The one of the side shot.
This one?
Yeah. Where's this? Go back to the other one. Oh, okay. I was trying to find where the shock was, and it's down there. It's just you can't see it right in this picture. I'm like, dude, there's no shock. But
it's just floating. It's right here. It's the brake tube reservoir.
It's the hard piece of metal.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's he cut it.
Yeah.
You know what I always fear about when I see these kind of bikes? Imagine, just you're at a stoplight, right?
Yeah.
Bike's rumbling. Someone pulls up beside you or a chick and you're like, I'm going to do a freaking burnout, right?
Yeah.
Hit the gas. Your ass flies over that seat and just gets sucked right down into that rear tire.
That would hurt, man.
It just freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah.
But maybe I think it would look really cool to throw a little fender on there. Just a small little fender. It looks cool. Cool build, man.
Yeah.
A lot of work, brother. Done a lot of work.
Sure. Yeah,
that seat looks painful, but I'm excited for you. Thing's probably loud too.
Yep. Yeah, he just gutted it, huh? That's where the thing went on there.
Cool, man.
But yeah, it looks completely different.
Yeah. Very cool. I'd love to hear it run.
Yeah, send us a video, man.
He's got pod filters on there, and it's just let it rip, man. Very cool. All right. Carry on to the next question. Next email.
All right. The next question is our beer fund.
Oh, let's tell me a little bit about that.
All right. So, guys, if you enjoy the show and want to help us out by possibly mailing us a beer or buying us a beer, you can do so. We have a beer fund, and we'll leave a link in the video description. But yeah, it's just a little thank you that you can send our way. Cody, go ahead and acknowledge the people that have contributed this week.
Yes, we have some awesome consistent givers on this thing. It's so cool. We got the Fitz, we got Justo as usual. Both of those two guys have been with us for a while now. We got Christoph, I think that's a new one, and Ethan, that may be another new one. Yeah, and the Fitz again.
I think Ethan is the guy with the valve guide story.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Very cool.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's just a way that these guys think that this content's fun, cool, and they see value in it, and they want to throw us a bone. Another way to also help us out is, there's a number of different ways. So we both run channels, YouTube, subscribing on those, sharing those videos is also very helpful, as well as another cool thank you is to just email us in with some more questions, right?
Yeah.
Like that helps us out big time because that's what we need, So thank you guys so much for the donations. Paul, for sending us these delightful beers. Ding. And it means a lot.
Yes. Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah. Cool. So, so I'll take the next one.
Yep.
This is an email from William. Reminds me of my brother. Hey guys, love the episode so far. So far, he says. So far. It could get worse. He's not quite sure yet. That's still, up for debate. You guys rock. Thank you, William. Just an update for you. Okay, so I asked a question in episode 3. It's a long time ago, Matt. Episode 3.
Yeah.
We were just little babies in the broken moto in the motor show world. My bike would not rev over 3,000 RPM. Well, after taking your advice, I replaced all of the carb parts, put everything back to stock, and I still have the problem. I guess our advice did not help. Okay. It just refused to rev over 3,000 RPM. I went as far as taking the wire harness off the bike. stripping it down and checking every single wire in the harness. Still no joy. My last and final option was to replace the igniter, aka the CDI, as there is no test for this. And my only option was to replace it and hope for the best. I installed the new CDI, started it up, and bam, hit the throttle, revved up, no problem. It purred like a kitten. Said I would let you guys know in case someone else is having the same issue on their Kawasaki VN750. Thank you for all the help this far. Again, this far. Anyways, so awesome. So we got our advice sucked. It was not good advice, and it caused him to dive in even deeper than he needed to. But after replacing the CDI, which is a very hard part to diagnose, man. I mean, especially if he's saying that there's no real test for it, which is totally true. Sometimes you just got to do that. I have to do that in the field all the time. On the old like F1 CBR F1s, they had a special tool. It's called a pinout box. Have you ever seen one of those?
No.
So it's like a box, maybe about 1 foot by foot and a half. I'm sorry, 1 foot by half a foot, like by 6 inches. And it has a harness splitter. So literally you plug one end into the harness ECU. It's got like 32 pin connector. And then the other harness goes into the CDI. So it's literally a pinout box that has it's like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, all the way down to the bottom. Then it has all the numbers. And you just like match up and then you put your test lead in there and test that. Way more testing. That was in the 90s. Big old box. Very expensive. But they stopped doing it. Like now it's like in the troubleshooting section of manuals, it's like test this, test that. If those don't pass, replace the ECU. And it sucks.
So if you're wrong, you got to pay for it?
The shop does.
Okay.
The shop's paying for it.
Right. And they're not going to be happy because
no.
Can't return that, right?
Correct. Once you open an electrical part from Honda, you cannot return it. It does not matter what it is. Start a relay.
Sure.
They will not take back electrical parts. Sometimes you have a little free will with the sales rep. I mean the service rep. So like every establishment has like some kind of representative for their shop.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're really cool with him, which we are, we'll be like, look, man, we tried this. It didn't work. What do you think you can do? And he'll try to do what he can do. But that happened to Dave on a Metropolitan scooter, because the charging system stuff is inside of the ECU. It's all one unit besides the stator. The stator is attached to the motor, but the regulator rectifier is built into the ECU. And those things can be very difficult to diagnose, dude. I've spent days on Metropolitan scooters because of a weird thing. Like, it's just a very weird system that like it requires certain loads to allow it to function. Like it needs the load from the fuel pump or it will not turn over. So it's just very like quirky, weird ECU things. And Dave replaced the ECU and it still didn't work. And that's like $1,200.
How much?
$1,200.
Holy cow, man.
Yeah.
How much is a scooter?
The scooter he was working on, not $1,200. Maybe $500, $400.
Oh my God, man.
I mean, in the condition that it was in.
Oh yeah, okay.
Metropolitans are like $3,500 scooters. But,
right. Man.
Yeah. It can be bad sometimes. So thanks for emailing us back though, William. Hearing you guys' how you guys figured out a problem or whatever, or if we were helpful or if we were not helpful.
Yeah.
Nice to hear.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right, let me do number 3 here.
Do it.
Didn't get a name. I have a diagram. I have the manual. Just need someone to look at the bike and tell me what wires plugged into the blue connectors, where are they coming from on the inside of your headlight? I find that out, I'm in business. I can't tell from the manual where they're coming from. It appears there's no power going to the headlight according to the manual. At least that's what I can see. It's a 2008 V-Star 650 Silverado. All right. Well, I don't have the diagram. I don't have the manual.
Let me do a
Did you find something?
No. 2008 VN. What was it? VN.
V-Star.
V-Star.
650.
V-Star. Which way help him out? I think that I don't know. Honda uses the blue wire for high beam. And a white wire for running light.
Yeah, he's talking about blue connectors.
Blue connectors? What wires plug into the blue?
Well,
I have no idea.
I don't even understand the question. Like, what's wrong with this thing? He's just trying to find out wires. I don't know what he's trying to do.
I think you're right. And I think I was feeling that same way when I read the question. Because it's like, well, is there anything going wrong with the bike? You know what I mean? So like, if you don't know what that plugs into, is there anything like that's not working? But he says it appears there's no power going to the headlight according to the manual. At least that's what I can see. But that doesn't make any sense because the headlight would obviously need power.
Yeah, right.
Function. So it's definitely getting power. Like they don't just build bikes without headlight power. You know what I mean?
Right.
So 650 wire diagram.
Share it.
How do I do that?
Throw it. So if you go to the bottom, it'll show you got that up arrow. It says share screen.
Okay. Let me get the naked picture of my wife off my background.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, please do. I'm just kidding.
Hold on. All right. So
there it is.
All right. So welcome to my world of Google. So here's a Yamaha 650 diagram. I don't know what year. I put in 08 V-Star 650 wire diagram. 1100 X. Why don't they just give me what I want? 2000. That's too far off. That's 8 years difference. I would hit it, but
it's probably very similar though.
You think?
I don't know.
What's this one? Let's see what this one is. This one.
No, that's XS, man. That's 70s.
Set this one up.
I just go to 2000. Let's just go with that.
Oh Lord.
They want you to pay for it, man.
Oh Lord. I'm stuck. I can't even X out of this. Look what you've done.
Hit escape.
Oh, it locked me in. Why can I? That's crazy. Man. They won't even let you X out of it. It's like, no, this is where you need to get it from.
All right, close your tab.
Oh.
All
right. Well, I also can't see my tab because this is in the way. All right. Oh, there we go. All right, we'll do that. Bam. We're going to spend a maximum of about 3 more minutes on this question.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
All black and white, sweet.
XS.
See that wiring? See this? Oh, wait.
Which one?
Go back to the one you had.
Oh, what's this? Internal handlebar wiring? There's a blue connector. I don't know what it goes to. Which one are you talking about?
I don't know, man. It was a black and white one.
This is the life of a DIY guy, right?
Yeah, see, that's why we can't answer this question, man. I don't have a manual.
Right. I also don't have the bike. You're like, can anyone show me a picture of the bike? I was like, I don't.
That one right there.
This one?
No, up one.
This one?
Yeah. Go to see it says wiring diagram with a little globe on it on your right. You see my mouse? No, you can't see my mouse.
All right. Do you see the one that I'm on right now?
All right, go right. Go right. Go right.
This one?
No, right. No, like move right more. All right, now go down. Go down 4 inches.
Oh.
Go wiring diagram right there. Up.
Right.
Yeah, click on that. That takes you to the source. And of course, they freaking want you to buy it.
Honda VMAX 1200. Oh, wait.
All right. Sorry, dude. Because that's an image. That links to the image where it's at. But yeah, dude, this is all crap.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
It's enough of that. Oh my gosh. Oh no.
Look at all that spam, dude.
Okay, well.
All right, well.
Sorry, guy.
Okay. Well, dude, sorry, man. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, me neither. We biffed.
Come back and maybe give us some pictures of the diagram, the manual, and tell us what the problem is. So
Yeah, for
therefore
sure.
we can answer it. Cause right now I don't know, there's a lot going on here.
There's a lot going on. Let us know, man. Give us some pictures. Give us more to help you, because we do want to help, but we just can't. So go ahead.
All right. First, I'm going to open up another beer, and it's this.
Oh, you really did finish it.
Yeah, a while ago. Come on, let's go, dude.
I'm halfway, Matt.
Halfway. Ooh. I was really thirsty, I guess. All right. Well, anyway, I'm going to try this one here.
Do it, man. I think that one's going to be really good.
Yeah.
I'm jealous of you right now. Yeah, I think that one's going to be really good.
7.2.
Mm-hmm. Dude, there's a lot of alcohol in this one. I can't believe you pounded it that fast.
Yeah, I did pound it pretty fast, like a Coors Light, dude.
Matt's head's getting like slowly hotter and hotter.
Trying to answer a question about a headlight.
You're like,
oh man.
All right. Did you drink it yet?
Yeah, I did. Sorry, my wife texted me. I'm out here. She's on she's putting the kids to bed, and my little one, 4-year-old, broke the Nintendo Switch. I don't know how, but fuck. So,
bro, we just got one of those last week.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. He broke like the big boy, like the big.
I don't know. I don't know what broke means, but I just got texted. You guys plan on having kids at all?
Yeah.
Man, don't plan on having anything nice. Okay. Like nice cars, nice walls, and all that paint you just did in your house. Forget it, dude.
Yeah.
It's going to shit.
That's what I've heard, man. I've heard it, but it's those moments like that. But then there's other, I've heard this again.
Yeah.
It's just, it's worth it, obviously.
Well, you know what? Once you have kids, your perspective in life changes.
Yeah.
Like before kids is all about things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to buy this. And then it's like, dude, none of that stuff matters anymore.
Right.
It just doesn't. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about any of my belongings anymore.
Right.
Like if they screw stuff up, yeah, I get mad because of the labor I put into it.
For sure. For sure. Or what's going to take to fix it. Yeah.
Yeah. But, you just got to realize that it's a lot different, dude.
Yeah. It's a lot different. I'm sure.
So
I'm sure. Yeah. We plan on having kids. But we just don't know. We're not like being like, okay, here's a 5-year plan of what we want. All of our friends have had kids. All of our family has kids. Everyone's got kids. Everyone asks why we don't have kids.
Yeah, you're probably getting a lot of pressure, aren't you?
Absolutely. And it's so annoying, dude. It's so annoying. Because anyways, that's a completely different conversation. But we're just hanging 10, man. I think the deadline for me, I'd like to have kids before I'm 34. So what that looks like, I don't know. What it looks like for my wife, if that's what she wants to do. If we want to adopt, I don't know. So I'm down for whatever. But yeah. So we just got to switch. And I've been tearing that thing up, dude. I've been tearing that thing up. At night I'm just like, I got this big thing in my face. I'm just like playing before I go to sleep. I like Zelda. I grew up with Zelda.
Yeah.
So any of you game nerds out there, Zelda is my jam, and this one's just really cool. So
nice.
Yeah. Jack, you got Animal Crossing?
Yeah, my kids play that.
Okay.
And then they play online with my sister.
Okay.
So
we got that and Super Smash Brothers. That's a good one.
Gotcha.
Yeah. That's like, I don't care.
Dude, I just, what I've been doing? Dude, I've been binging Cobra Kai lately.
Really? A
Yeah.
binge-worthy show. Never thought it would equal Cobra Kai. I have not started that one yet.
Okay.
I'm like, for some reason, I think it's going to be cheesy. So are you telling me right now that it's not cheesy?
It is a little cheesy, but it's
Okay.
good.
Okay.
It's good. I watched the Karate Kid,
Mm-hmm.
the original one with my kids like a week or two ago, just because why not? Like
Mm-hmm.
we did a movie night. And they were into it. And then I'm like, oh yeah, someone was telling me about Cobra Kai. I gotta watch that. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did send me a text last week saying, bro, the end of Ozark. Holy shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's how I felt too.
Yeah.
That's good. So we're I think last Sunday was the last episode of WandaVision.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen any of that?
I watched the first one. I didn't really like it.
Okay.
Does it get better?
Dude, okay. Yeah, yes. So sorry guys, we're doing a little sidebar right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we don't have a lot of questions, and this is what you're gonna listen to. Deal with it. So the first 2 or 3 episodes, you're like, what is this? Right? You're like,
Yeah.
I don't want to watch this whole season in black and white.
Right.
And this just seems really weird. Bro, watch 2 episodes. I think maybe the 3rd episode, you're gonna be like, holy crap, this is genius. This is production genius. The way that they flip it on its head. And then you're like, what? Like, because every new episode, you're like, wait, what era are they? Dude, I'm just telling you, give it a chance.
Okay.
The guys whoever directed this or had the idea to do this deserves an award. Yeah, cool. Really interesting motorcycle stuff. So
Yeah. All right, next question.
All right, so I think you grabbed that number 3. So let's go to number 4.
Is this yours or mine?
I'm gonna take this because you just grabbed the guy and we didn't know. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No problem. All right, guys. So, question 4. Hi, Matt and Cody. I need help. ... I got a KX250. This is all you, Matt. A 1995 last year in a box. Everything was apart. Every seal and bearing out of the engine and frame was in a box. So after, I hope you paid less than $100 for that bike. So after a lot of head scratching, reading manuals and watching Matt's videos, shout out, which are awesome, in parentheses, I finally got it built. I sent the head and piston away to get bored out and replated. Every seal and almost all bearings in the engine have been replaced. The clutch rod that goes through the engine into the top hat bearing I was told there was a metal ball in it, which of course was lost before I got the bike. So I've managed to get a ball to fit in the clutch to work. But by any chance do you guys know what size the ball should be? Anyway, on to my main question. When I took the bike out for the test ride, it drove through the first gear okay, but after clicking up into other gears, it felt like the clutch was slipping. Nice, easy fix, new clutch plates. But when I let the throttle off the back end lock up installs the engine. Bike starts fine and drives fine in first gear. What do you think it could be before I pull the engine? I let the throttle, so keyword, I let the throttle off the back end lock.
That's really odd, right?
Yeah, so when he shifts it into second and lets the clutch out with throttle, it just stalls. The bike stalls, but it drives fine in first gear. What do you think before I pull the engine? So he said easy fix. He replaced the clutch plates, but that didn't fix the problem. When I took the bike out for the test run, I drove through first gear okay, but after clicking up to other gears, I felt like the clutch was slipping, which means now he's in a second gear, third gear, and the bike's not moving, or it's just the bike's revving up real high and the bike's not moving. Nice, easy fix, new clutch plates. But when I let the throttle off, so
to me, it sounds like he didn't do the clutch plates yet. He's just assuming that's the fix.
Okay.
right? But what's odd is he goes in a second or whatever,
Yeah.
and if he tries to goose it, it slips, but then he lets off and it locks up, which is really odd. Right?
Very odd.
Is that how I'm
And
reading it?
it doesn't add up. So I guess you guys, I don't know about the ball. You know anything about the ball?
Okay, so there's a ball. Okay, so the
I know what it's
clutch,
for. Yeah.
so the clutch lever is on the left side of
Yeah.
the bike, and you got a rod that goes over to the right side to push the pressure plate out. And
Yeah.
somewhere in that arrangement, there's a ball.
Yeah. A little ball bearing.
Yeah, it's a ball bearing. It sounds like you just got any ball and threw it in there. But you should get the right OEM ball because
Yeah.
it's a certain distance and all that, so that matters.
I would be less concerned about what size the ball is and just trying to find the correct ball. Just order the correct part. Because if
Yeah,
you're trying for us to figure out what size the ball is, so you can like
no,
make one or find one similar, just buy the. It's probably even if it's expensive.
it's it's probably $5. It
Who
costs them 20
knows?
cents to make, but no, get the
Yeah.
right OEM ball,
Yes.
put it in there. But okay, so it's slipping. I don't know. I don't know if it's slipping because the ball's too big and you're releasing the pressure plate a little bit,
Right.
So anyway, get the right ball in there, make sure you have the right clutch lever free play, and then test to see if it's slipping again.
Yeah.
Okay. If it's slipping, then yeah, your plates and springs should be replaced and all that good stuff. But what I don't understand is when you let off the throttle, the back end locks up. That's weird. I can't explain that one.
Felt like the clutch was slipping, but when I let the throttle off,
Oh, you know what might be happening is he's goosing it. It is slipping
constantly, and that's
and
the only
then
thing it can be.
he lets off the throttle and the bike just dies.
Right,
The engine
because
dies
the
because
clutch is trying to grab.
yes. So the bike dies, and then when the bike is dead, it's somehow just the clutch is no longer slipping. It locks everything up.
Right, because once it gets to a lower RPM, if the clutch can grab, it's going to try to grab.
Right. Okay, that
So
makes sense. But
yeah, it does. So the ball could be throwing this off, but I think he needs to really, really pay attention to the way that his adjustments are, right? His free
yeah,
play up at the lever, just like you said, the free play at the lever and where it goes into the case. Is this a two-stroke?
yes.
Okay. So is the adjustments inside of the case, like you pull the cover off, now you have an adjustment, or how does that
No,
work?
there's two adjustments on the cable.
Okay.
So there's one down, uh, like over here on the other side,
Yeah.
and then there's one up at the perch.
And it's just adjusting. It's like a cable going into a case where it has like a ball end and it connects to a lever, right?
Yeah, there's an external lever.
Okay. And that cable itself that's going into the case, that's adjustable.
Yeah, there's a course adjustment down there,
Okay.
if you will. A
So
barrel adjustment
do you
down
have
there.
any good advice for him to set that? To like set it, like how would you set it all up? Clutch is perfect. You have a brand new ball in there. It's perfect. How would you start and how would you finish?
Okay, so everything's connected, right?
Yep.
At the perch, I like to run the barrel all the way in.
Okay.
And then down by the cable, I will take like 80-90% of the slack out down there because I consider that like a course adjustment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So down
Mm-hmm.
there and then you fine tune it up at your perch.
Yeah. I think he has a major adjustment issue. I think there's a high potential that he absolutely fried his clutch at this point already. That could be very possible. just due to a lack of movement. If your clutch lever, Grant, goes and you release it, boom, like hand off the clutch, you pull it in and you release it, and that thing just goes whack and just slams right back into place. Take your clutch apart because you probably ruined it by now.
Yeah, and I'm wondering why it's stalling. Like, is it not running correctly? Because I mean, if it's slipping and you let off, the engine should just return to idle, unless you're moving very slowly. I don't know, but yeah, get this clutch taken care of.
Yeah, you got something weird going on. Get the right stuff, and then get back to us. Let us know what you find. Oh, he has a here before and after picture?
Yeah, let me share those.
Yeah, do it.
Oh, dude, hold on. I'm so slow.
Are you still liking that Abbey Ale?
Yeah, it's really good.
Sweet. I'll do the same one.
All right. So there it is.
There it is.
Threw it all in the trunk.
Dude, are those the factory graphics?
I don't think so.
Okay. I was gonna say that's fantastic.
This is a 95. No, it should have like, oh, I don't remember. My buddy had an 80, a 9580. I don't know what the 250 is.
Here's a fun question. Can you name what type of vehicle that is?
Looks like a Subaru, right?
It looks like a Subaru. It looks like an earlier Forester, but we can't tell. Also, no license plate on the. Oh wait, maybe it's attached to the hatch. Never mind. Okay.
Sorry. Next picture. So this is the next one.
Oh, dude, that's killer.
So, the clutch. See, it's right here. The cable.
Yep.
And
it's just like a CR.
Yeah, the rough adjustment is somewhere in this area right here, or it might even be up here. I forget. And then of course you got your fine adjustment up here.
I will pause and say, congratulations, because you guys saw what the pictures were before.
Yeah,
it was like cancer sitting in the back of a vehicle, and now he has this. So you've come a very long way, and
right.
To get things wrong is totally normal. To misadjust is totally normal. And I just want to congratulate you on the product that you've now presented to us, and with an image. Happy clap for this guy, because that's big moves, man. That's not a lot of people can do that. And you should be proud of yourself. And I will say that I'm proud of you for, getting it to where it is now. So,
yeah. And dude, working with the clutch is cake at this point, because all you got to do is pop that side, this cover right here. It's like 6 bolts. The plates are easy. You got the rod, you got the ball, and you got a cable. That's the issue here, which is, dude, an hour job, right?
Right.
You're looking at, I think you could probably fix it faster than we can talk about it, honestly.
For sure.
So
hopefully, like, if you were to get it up on the stand right, and then he can shift it, hopefully he can get it to shift through all the gears.
Yeah.
That's what I'm also curious about. Like, if he mistaked 5 for a 2 counter shaft, I don't know. I feel like it just would not shift past a certain gear if he got transmission stuff wrong,
Right.
Well, hopefully you're able to shift past a gear, whatever the case is. But
so it sounds like he bought my rebuild video, and
cool.
in that video, and actually in all my rebuild videos, what I like to do is I put the case halves together. I put the shifter stuff in there.
Yeah.
And I ram it through the gears before going any further.
Good.
Because, dude, what happens when you keep going and going? You put it in the bike, and all of a sudden it won't shift.
It looks like this, and then it won't shift it past second.
Yeah. How would you feel about that? So
that's when you grab the gasoline can.
You want to make sure you go through all the gears. So I'm assuming he followed that and everything's cool. So he's just dealing with a clutch issue here. So
I think it's more simple than we think. So
yeah.
Paul, again, I'm gonna reach out to Paul. Thank you for this Abbey Ale. It's very good. It's very I would say it's got some earthy tones to it, you know, nice acorn feel on my tongue. If that makes sense. I don't know. It just tastes earthy to me, and I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
Yeah, it's good, man.
Cool. So, last question, last email. It's all you.
All right. I watch videos on pullers and all seem to have issues with stuff breaking. What's your method of removing bearings, or what puller do you use? Thanks, Ted.
Good question, Ted.
Um,
Do you think his name really is Ted, or do you think it's Teddy? Or do you think it's just straight Ted?
I think
Like
it's,
someone named their kid just Ted, or is it a surname for Barnabas?
I'm not sure, man.
Okay. I've met Teds before. I've also met Teddies, but Teddy I feel like is a far stretch from Ted. You know, like Teddy, hey Teddy, like no one's gonna, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No disrespect, Ted. This is
I
just
don't
a
know.
question that I have. Ted, Ted seems like a name for something else.
It's a short for something.
What's the one for Dick? So you got Dick.
It's Richard.
Richard. Yeah.
Yeah. I got a friend that's Richard and we just call him Dick.
My last name's Richards, and my my grandfather went by Dick. His name is Richard. My dad's name is William, but he goes by Bill, which
So
is a whole other weird conversation that I literally just had with someone the other day.
So his name was Richard Richards?
No, Richards Cohey would be my mother's maiden name. Wait, yeah.
Okay.
Back to Ted.
You got me confused, man.
Ted, let us know, man. What's your real name? Oh, I gotta piss.
All right. So what kind of pullers do you use?
So we use one sent to us from Honda. You know, if we're talking like slap hammer puller, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Honda makes ones that
are we talking about blind bearings?
I think so.
I think that's what we're talking about, right?
Because if you're pulling anything, it's gonna be letting you guys know Matt's giving this away. Yep. I got something like that.
So I mean, most common on motorcycles, you're going to be dealing with a blind bearing. So what this is a collet, and when you tighten it, this guy expands.
Right.
And there's a lip on there, and it grabs.
Yep.
The inner race.
Yeah. So there's like a plug that goes in the center, and it kind of expands that out to grab on to exactly.
Yeah, and then you just
slap that out. So who's that from?
This is a Tusk.
Okay. And do you feel like it's worth the money?
Yes.
Have you had success with it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
The only thing is the smallest one is an 8mm.
Okay.
And I wish that it had a 6mm one.
Okay. Yeah. CRs have that. Yep.
Because like on motors, on dirt bikes, you got the water pump and the governor bearings that are tiny as hell, dude. Yeah. And you know what I have to do is I heat the cases to like 250 degrees and I slam them hard on the workbench.
I know.
Until that thing just pops out and it works. But man, that sucks. You know, I wish
it does suck.
I wish I had it on here.
Yeah, without it's like special order or something. Then you need like maybe some other tools with it.
Dude, even if you Google it, I cannot even find one.
Jesus.
And then if I don't even know if they,
yeah. I know, I totally get it. So, well, what I was gonna say is Honda sends us very similar stuff to that, Matt, but it's not like I saw like yours were four finger,
Yeah.
like where Hondas are like 6 or 7. So very, very thin fingers, a bunch of them all mixed up. They have the lips on the end of them, and it's the exact same thing, but just like 5 times as expensive.
Yeah. So this kit was like 60, $70.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
There.
Little angle pull. Yeah.
I got all kinds, man. This
For sure.
I got for free. So I mean,
You need them. Yeah. So that's for something like pulling a bearing off of a crankshaft or something like that. I have a Craftsman puller, okay, which works pretty good. But as far as whatever combination you do, I would say that there easily is no perfect puller. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like usually whenever I've used a puller, a bearing puller, what did you call it? A blind puller,
a blind bearing puller.
blind bearing puller. Even with that, you can have the perfect tool and you still need some extra zhuzh to help it come out. And that's either heat, like what Matt said. I try to heat that stuff up whenever I can. It just makes your life easier. It saves the tool, honestly.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're worried about the case. But you're not going to hurt the case. The case is usually very, very thin metal, some kind of pot metal, magnesium, aluminum mix or aluminum case or whatever it is. And it's going to heat up very quick. If you like, the hotter you can get it faster, I think is the better. So Matt puts it in the oven, puts it on the grill, whatever. If you can get 2 hot butane blowtorches on that thing, just and just heat it up quick, sometimes they'll just fall out. You know what I mean? But that's a big dilemma, I would say, is finding those inside. You can spend $300, $400 on some, but again, I would still use heat with it every time.
Yeah, there's no one size
No.
fits all puller. I mean, it seems like every time you come across something, it's a different setup.
Yeah.
So he wasn't too specific on
right
what he needed.
But hopefully that gives him some advice.
Yeah, and what sucks is like I was doing a blind needle bearing. I actually have a video on this.
That sounds like clutch shifter stuff or like clutch pivot stuff.
It was a YZ250F and it was the balance shaft needle bearing.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. So what I actually had to do is collapse the cage.
Ruin it completely. Yep.
Ruin the inside and pull all the needles out. And now you have this little lip.
Yep.
That you hope to God doesn't break. Because then you're really screwed. So what I did is I heated the shit out of the case.
Yeah.
And then I used the blind bearing puller to get on the lip and just nice and easy. And it came out, thank God. But man, if that lip broke, I would have been screwed.
Absolutely.
That thing was in there tight, dude.
And Honda does not mention that in a manual. They will not.
It's a safety issue.
Yeah.
You're using
to 200 degrees and it'll fall right out. No, they're gonna be like, pull it out with this tool.
It's a legal issue, man. Anytime you would tell someone to take a blowtorch or fire or whatever to something,
absolutely,
you're asking for trouble, dude. Dude, I just did all this.
Yeah,
I did it in a press, but I still used a little bit of heat.
Yeah,
because it just goes in so nice.
You can put pressure on like an arbor press or like a regular hydraulic press. Put pressure on like a wheel bearing or something like that, and it won't move, right? You're like, oh, this is sketchy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then you heat it up, it just goes, it just drops down, boom.
Yeah. But I did a bonehead move is these needle bearings had a piece of foam inside in the ID to keep all the needles in place.
Oh.
I had it all set up and I'm heating it and it just melted all that foam and I'm like, oh dude, I had to clean all that shit out, dude.
Why is it smoking so much?
Why does it smell like?
It smells like plastic. Cool, man.
But no, it was easy to clean out. Thank God. So
yeah, good dude.
anyway,
well, did you finish that can? Was that an empty can I just heard?
yeah,
Bro, you have a much better tolerance than I do.
No, I don't know about that.
So let's go ahead and wrap this episode up. We need your wait.
I got to tell you my bedtime story. I think not.
Go ahead.
All right. So with everything going on with Dr. Seuss and Mr. Potato Head, I feel this story is appropriate.
And wait. What's the other one? Who's this?
Mr. Potato Head and then Dr. Seuss.
Are you talking about the cancel culture?
No.
What are you talking about with Dr. Seuss and Mr. Potato Head?
I guess some of his books.
Okay, the cancel culture. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So they're also doing that to Pepe Le Pew.
Okay, well they're just hitting everything up, all right. But let me just read you this.
I can't wait.
The Owl and the Pussycat. Ready?
Is the owl a rapist? Go ahead and tell me.
All right, wait. The copyright's 84, but I think this is a redo. Obviously, the originals.
Okay.
The Owl and the Pussycat went to sea in a beautiful pea green boat. They took some honey and plenty of money wrapped up in a 5-pound note. The owl looked up to the stars above and sang to a small guitar. Oh, lovely pussy. Oh, pussy, my love. What a beautiful pussy you are. You are. Right there.
Yep.
What a beautiful pussy you are. Just keeps getting. Oh, and then it just keeps going. It gets weirder and weirder.
Great bedtime story. Just repeating that word over and over.
It's like you're gonna read
your toddler.
Yeah, and I remember when my kids were real little, I was reading that because, dude, we got tons of books, right? I was reading that, and then I'm like, I was too tired to even like think about what the hell I was reading.
It's like pussy, cat, pussy. I love you, pussy.
Oh man.
Oh, that's good, man. Thank you for that.
So there you go.
Yeah. So they're also canceling Pepe Le Pew.
Okay.
Because he's pretty much like a rapist skunk. Like he was constantly berating women who were either pretending to be skunks or they're female skunks, and he was like forcing them to hold them and hug them and kiss them when they did not want it. And he's pretty much like a nasty old rapist skunk. They're canceling him. Because everybody's watching Pepe Le Pew, obviously, and everyone's buying apparel. Everyone's buying, yeah, sure, whatever. But I haven't heard that name in 15, 20 years.
Yeah,
whatever. Be gone with it. If it makes them happy, be gone with it. So, Matt, this is a long episode, but
yes,
dude, I had to piss so bad.
All right, let's just wrap it up, dude. Thank
you guys so much for sending in your emails and getting in contact with us. Hopefully we were able to help you guys out in some way. If you guys have any questions about your motorcycle, ATV, lawnmower, weed whacker, whatever it is, send us an email. Matt, what is that email? One more time.
It's askbrokenmoto@gmail.com.
Yes.
There's a million rules. You know them by now.
Yep.
Just our inbox is empty, so just send us some stuff.
Send them. We need them. Questions. Otherwise, we won't have an episode. Okay? So let us know what you got. Paul, again, thank you for the beer. Meant a lot. And we'll see you guys next time.
That's right.
Later.
Thank you.